Please, wait a sec!
Water heeds the cloud's song.
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
I can't believe that Yuan would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, You won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there. In all, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Please stay tuned.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, "In all fairness."
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right. I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
You. Every time an important moment arrives, you hesitate. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can...
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight, and they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them, a desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle.
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, "I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams."
3 times? This can't be serious, right?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
The most terrible form? Does that mean...
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception. Death is like a script, a fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day, it will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist. Yeah, not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer. To the imperfect tomorrow.
It's warm here, isn't it? You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain, let alone fresh berries in this desolate place.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. It becomes extremely spicy. Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together, don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey. By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavili's.
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So, what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Well, my Condolences.
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that as long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water,
when will this rain ever stop?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down, the sky will clear up.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Heng? It's one of the Paradise Kingdoms under the influence of the Harmony. Half an Amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep...
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But if the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazeront, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. Two paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Xipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the two leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen eon?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the...
Holy wubba boo. Now, this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the Chosen One who...
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun, bathed in my light. My people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by soul.
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet.
Yeah, I wonder how many tickets.
Let's explore around.
Sound lingers.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. Even if there's no audience. Yikes! They scared. What? You're so annoying. Stop scaring me.
Are these puppets part of the stage setup? Even so, it's so eerie that the entire front hall is empty.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Something feels off.
There's no other grand theater.
So Sunday's messing with us?
My apologies for the delay, March 7th.
You scared me. Where are you now?
I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, history is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence. Let's use this opportunity to delve into the rich history of Penacony and the eons. Within it, naturally, the future takes shape. Let us commence with the dawning of the world. After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into picks, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Strike the white keys, and the sun rose. Strike the black keys, and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose. That...
The puppets are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter it?
The atmosphere here looks similar to Sunday's inner world. Perhaps this so-called stage play, this act is named Ode to Prisoner.
I thought things were finally looking up as I managed to dodge prison during my...
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison.
This place was once
In 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanun ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant. IPC referred to it as the War of the Frontier, while the Asdanians dubbed it the War of Independence.
Water heeds the cloud song.
We've shattered the cages and expelled the
It's
guards.
true that Hanunu was a legendary hero, but it must be acknowledged that while he bestowed freedom upon the prisoners, he didn't grant them true liberation.
Honorable travelers.
The three nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of Trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile.
Let's build another.
Water heeds the clouds.
Once again, Asdana was engulfed in war. This time, the enemies originating from within.
I hope you like this land of freedom on a scorched earth.
As you can see, their sentences have long ended, and the IPC guards have long been expelled. Yet, these prisoners remain enslaved, not by external forces, but by the confines of their own minds. Freedom permeates every corner, except fragile souls. It gives solace only to those who believe in its existence.
Prisoners, this is my order. Learn the essence of freedom and teach your fellow prisoners to fight for their lives.
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
Dreams do come true.
In the mood for another beating?
There's more to life. Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Life's like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves! It ain't over.
The strength. The heavens surge. Rise!
Take your positions.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
Great teamwork.
I sense a storm. The heavens surge. Break!
In the mood for another beating?
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
The strength.
No one can restrain you anymore. You are free.
Thus concludes the first act. Amidst a raging war, the frontier prison headed toward becoming Land of the Exiles.
This must be how Penacony was constructed. With the aid of outsiders, the prisoners were finally liberated and established the Land of the Exiles. However, it appears that Sunday aims to convey the spiritual plight of the prisoner.
This show is a bit too literary for my taste. But
Sound lingers.
Please stay tuned.
these puppets. Where are they guiding us this time?
They transmuted streams of stars into inked nibs, creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream. Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil. That marked the third and fourth days.
Look, another frame.
Ode to Fool. This must be the second act.
The surroundings are different from before.
Behold the ensuing tale, a struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced Land of the Exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it in allegorical form.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Welcome to this mansion, dear outsider.
Land of the Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own ambitions, leading to ceaseless conflict.
Water heeds the cloud song.
We are the pillars of this mansion.
The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered away in the White Desert event, orchestrated by the Alfalfa family.
Because Master shaped you from clay, but forged me from fire. I'm superior to you.
Water heeds the cloud song.
My child, you did not serve
The leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival. However, his eldest son slew him in the name of righteousness and ascended as the new family head.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Only when Gopher Wood led the family to land of the exile.
Dear outsider, I beseech your aid in purging this mansion of the poison spread by the lurking instigators.
You want us to help you? What do you need?
I wish they could regain their reason.
This is the second act. Looks like it's about Penacony's journey to becoming the land of the dreams.
But this new master seems like a bad guy to me, don't you think?
Perhaps this is the truth Sunday is trying to express, if you read between the lines. The Harmony changed Penacony just as the guards once did.
Looks like we've gotta help those guys kneeling down over there calm down a bit.
Master! Oh, you will return in due course, and I shall stand vigilant, awaiting the reward for my loyalty.
This puppet isn't responding at all. This puppet isn't respond.
Master, now that you have gone, I shall wait no longer for my reward. I shall seize what is rightfully mine.
In the absence of my master, I am free. But without their guidance, for whom shall I sing? I shall sing for my new master, just as their noble voice once resonated throughout the cosmos.
Once I... My former master has long departed.
Either I shall be my own master, or I shall... Without a master, who...
Master is no longer... Master is no longer here. I must seek a new master, and...
Thank you, dear outsiders. My servants have regained their sanity. Heed me, one and all. Your former master shall not return. Cast aside the veils of hypocrisy.
Get ready. Looks like another fight is about to begin.
The show begins! The sky trembles, and the earth teeters on the brink of collapse. At the edge of the silver universe, the first buds sprout under the rising sun.
Grace.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Life's like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. The heavens surge. Break!
That's how you...
Stay in step. Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
The strength. The heavens surge. Rise!
In the mood for another beating?
Eternal. Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
Stay in step. The mood is set just. Let the show begin. Let's improvise.
I sense a storm. Awaken, dormant world-cleansing dragon.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
The strength. The heavens surge. Break!
Alas, they remain but slaves till the very end, with the illusion of freedom. Thus concludes the second act. Amidst an illusory harmony,
This is how Penacony fell under the family's control. Since the arrival of the Harmon...
This guy really loves dramatic scenes.
Please stay tuned.
Sound lingers.
Water heeds the cloud song. Water heeds the cloud song.
This guy is really into these puppets. Oh, I get it now. The last scene is all about singing the praises of the Order.
And the atmosphere here is completely different from the previous two scenes.
This is the concluding act of this play. I have showcased the past and present of Penacony, hoping that my desire for change resonates within you. And now, I shall reveal its future to you.
If the people
Water heeds the cloud song.
we will make choices on their behalf,
and stand against
we
the
shall
mighty.
support one another, protecting the weak and standing against the mighty.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Without him, who shall govern the movement of stars?
Before the arrival,
The ebb and flow of
Ev-
and the growth of all things.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Eternal.
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
I sense a storm. The heavens surge. Break! Water heeds the cloud song.
But after the king's departure...
We no longer...
King?
Water
Hey, aren't we supposed to kick off a short story and have a fight here?
Perhaps we'll need to complete the story ourselves, just like we did before.
So, do you think their mind needs tinkering or something?
Sound lingers.
Please stay tuned.
We no longer have need for a king, for we have become kings of all things.
How did it go? You can't change them? What does that mean?
My apologies for my negligence. I forgot to inform you that the final part was scripted long ago.
Let our previous king recount it to you. Now it is time for the final rite.
Prepare for battle. Looks like we'll have to fight again.
Descending from the infinite spiral staircase,
Just
I
right.
traverse towards the future with measured steps. No need to remember me or seek my assistance.
Dreams do come true.
For the contours of my mind shall intersect with other experiences.
Step up, let's see ya!
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. The heavens surge. Rise!
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
I sense a storm.
The mood is set just. Let the show begin.
The heavens surge. Break!
There's more to life. Eternal.
The strength. Awaken, dormant world-cleansing dragon!
In the mood for another beating?
Stay in step.
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
Dreams do come true. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Life's like a good... My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Grace and elegance.
I sense a storm. The heavens surge. Rise!
In the hushed expanse of a nocturnal reverie, I leave faint traces behind. No need to remember me, or to recall the essence of dreams. What is mine shall wane, while you shall transcend its delicate nature.
This is the final scene. It's much more straightforward. He wants to expel the harmony and establish an empire based on the order. Let's go. Once this stage play concludes, it'll be time for the main event.
Sound lingers.
Please stay tuned.
They imbued the world with meaning, perfecting all things in the heavens and on earth. Then, they rested from the labors of creation. Yet, all beings cried out to Enna. Under the banner of the Order, you have defined... Thus, on that day, all beings united and cast the Eon into the abyss of oblivion.
This grand theater looks totally different.
Everyone, get ready.
Water heeds the cloud song.
That marked the 7th day. Cheers and chants reverberated in unison.
Water heeds the cloud song.
The Order is dead! The Order is dead!
Look! There he is!
That concludes everything related to the Order. What are your reflections on this, my dear guest? Nevertheless, this is but a trivial blip in the annals of galactic history. What truly matters is the course this river shall take in the days to come. You've arrived at the perfect moment. The Charmony Festival is about to commence, and it would be a shame if you were absent for the Harmony's prologue. Allow me to extend my warmest welcome once more. Welcome to Penacony Theater, the very core of the Sweet Dream, the abode of the Stellaron, the grand stage of the Charmony Festival, and the very place where the future of Penacony shall be determined through conflict. It hides behind the curtain, or rather, it is the theater itself. However, if you want to see it, you must display faith equal to its immense power. True goodness can only be achieved through faith.
Allow me to point out that falling into a permanent slumber is not happiness, especially when those people are driven by someone else's will in their sleep.
Do you still believe that the Order only seeks to control the universe as their puppet, Himiko?
No matter how perfect your vision of paradise may be, a cage remains a cage.
People will never achieve true happiness in a world like that. They would just be toys for the Eon.
It seems you have misunderstood my intentions. Allow me to clarify. My desire is not to resurrect a fallen Eon or become one myself. My sole objective is to create a paradise free from Eons, where the Order ensures the dignity and happiness of all humanity. A paradise exclusive to us human beings.
That's not the case. If people are to live with dignity, there must be nothing and no one above them. In your so-called paradise, you would be the one reigning supreme.
Looks like we won't be able to convince each other. Now that our conflict has been destined, let's unveil our paths and reveal to the universe the true path. However, before the prelude to the future begins, please take a moment to ponder the questions I've posed. Is darkness equal to daylight? Are sinners equal to the righteous? If you are born weak, which god should you turn to for solace?
How tragic.
Eternal.
Beyond with great might.
Time to test our rapport.
Under the banner of the
The mood is set just right. Let the show
all
begin.
things in the cosmos.
But this made us realize that we are but puppets in your hands!
In the mood for another beating?
There's more to life. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Life second, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. The heavens surge. Break!
Step up, let's see ya! Ha!
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
Some value, I
sense a storm. The heavens surge. Rise!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
In the mood for another beating?
There's more to life. Existence is unity. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
The strength. The heavens surge. Break!
The world is in harmony. The stars shine bright.
Take your positions.
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Life's like a good... My friends? Indulge yourselves!
The times are changed. The heavens surge. Rise!
Stay in step. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin! Let's improvise.
Step up, let's see ya!
The heavens surge. Break!
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
I sense a storm.
I already know your decision. I now permit you to gaze into the sun. On these 107,336 stones, the almighty and powerful strings of harmony are at my disposal. The supreme tuner, harmonious choir, Dominicus! Lost souls, come and meet your master!
The embodiment of the harmony? So the true purpose of the Charmony Festival is to usurp it? Listen to our song. Let's play our own melody. Let the show begin!
So, you in the mood for another beating?
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind. Existence is unity.
Awaken, dormant scale. World-cleansing dragon.
Disorderly noise!
The heavens surge. Break!
Disorderly noise!
Wake up!
Wise and perceptive as you are, answer me this. Why could the harmony and the order merge into one?
That's all you got?
Disorderly noise!
There's more to life.
I sense a storm. The heavens surge. Rise!
Disorderly
Keep up with
noise!
Let's
Disorderly
play our own
noise!
melody. Let the show begin.
I'm feeling like there's another world in front of my eyes.
It's the power of tuning. Don't let the song distract you.
Disorderly noise!
The heavens surge.
Disorderly
Weaken
noise!
Bruin scales. World cleansing dragon.
In the mood for another beating?
Because neither side could tolerate discord.
Existence is unity.
The strength. The heavens surge. Rise!
I'll take the lead. Let's play our own melody. Let the show begin.
Enjoy eternal peace.
Still the same old.
Disorderly noise!
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
The time has come. Creation will be reborn from the remains of the gods.
Dan Heng?
Radiant spirits, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt! Are you alright? Can you hear me? Do you remember your name? Oh, not good. Try to remember. Your name is... All right. Stop joking around. The Lightning Lord may be all-powerful, but they're not going to cause sudden memory loss. I'm just glad you're okay. It's a long story. Simply put, Dan Heng used the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath when we were in the middle of a fierce battle, and summoned the General to help us just in time. And then we returned to reality. Look, this is your room. Everyone else has also returned from the dreamscape. Himeko and the rest are at the lobby discussing matters with the General. And now that you're awake, we should tell the crew that you're all right. Come with me.
Not going to come chat with me, sleepyhead?
That voice. Is that Black Swan?
Sound lingers.
Please stay tuned.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Hey, where are you going?
Hey, we meet again, sleepyhead.
What's Miss...
Nothing, Miss March. I noticed she was awake, and though the strike from the General was timely, its destruction was also immense. But, luckily for them, the dreamscape is my home turf.
Oh, so that's what...
Don't mention it. After all, I wouldn't want to see such precious
Of course not. But...
Why would you think that?
Himeko and Mr. Yang are probably still busy. Let's go look for Don Heng first. Look, he's still talking to that cowboy.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Well, fork me. You must be that Stellaron they were talking about.
I didn't mention anything to him.
Partner, you got it all wrong. I heard it straight from the memo keeper.
Allow me to introduce him to you. This is Boot Hill, a Galaxy Ranger, during our pursuit of a certain person. Which is why we sought...
No need for thanks. The Galaxy Ranger's principle is correct every injustice one sees. That's how you lot in the Xian put it, right, Don Heng?
More or less.
Wait, hold on a sec. This is the first time I'm hearing about this certain person.
Good question. Who was it again? Don Heng. Do you remember? No, that ain't it. I just can't seem to recall. Weird. My neurochip hasn't registered any malfunctions.
I can't seem to remember either.
What's going on?
Heck. Forget about it. If it slipped all our minds, reckon that person was just a minor scoundrel.
Yes, when the dust settles, I'll just think of a way to recall it in the memories. Everyone, let's hurry up and look for Miss Himiko, shall we?
You're right.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Look, they're...
That's all right. In these times of conflict for the sake of utmost safety, it is only right that the Alliance steps forward to mediate on behalf of the Astral Express. We must not allow you to take unnecessary risks. Furthermore, despite the IPC's eagerness for success, it prioritizes peace above all, and the family, trapped though it may be, professes a desire for harmony. The Alliance has always won people over with reason. I firmly believe both parties can indeed put aside their differences and come to a peaceful agreement.
The General possesses a deep understanding of the greater good. With the Xian Alliance mediating, peace for Penacony is within reach.
You flatter me, but ultimately it's been all down to the Express. Without your efforts, this sweet dream paradise would have been claimed by the last remnants of order before there was even a shot at peace. Well, would you look at that? Here comes the big hero. If it isn't the galactic baseballer, a hero with unparalleled insight.
Are you okay? I heard you couldn't wake up. Are you feeling unwell?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang. There's nothing wrong with her. She practically burned through a lifetime's worth of jokes on the way here. What about you, Mr. Yang? I heard that even Miss Robin wasn't spared.
It's a long story.
But at least Mr. Sunday took it easy on us. He used an ability called tuning to connect our consciousnesses with his. In other words, he imprisoned us within his consciousness. Thanks to General Jing Yuan's destruction of the Harmonious Choir, we were able to escape.
He used that tuning on us too.
I can confidently say now, he was truly after a fair fight with us. Had he wanted, he could have easily taken us down, without so much as lifting a finger.
Speaking of the Oak family head...
It's complicated, but in a nutshell, he's now the former Oak family head. The IPC has named him the key figure in the family's Penacony split, citing a threat to cosmic peace. He must represent the family and answer for the unrest caused. His trial is set to take place at Pier Point. The family quickly labeled him and the remnants of the Order as enemies, declaring the turmoil an internal rebellion. This move effectively barred the IPC from intervening in family affairs on both moral and rational grounds.
Everyone really has their own agenda, after all.
Then, what's going to happen to Miss Robin? She and Sunday won't be able to deny their involvement in the Charmony Festival. They're siblings, after all. Why the sigh, General?
I can only say that this incident is an unexpected mess for the girl. The Alliance will try to persuade the family to consider this matter carefully during mediation. It's time, everyone. The IPC's key members and I have agreed to consult one another before the upcoming negotiation. Do any of you wish to sit in?
Given the General's invitation and the matter's significance to the universe, the crew will naturally accept. However, if the IPC has any reservations...
Why, of course you're welcome. They've mentioned that your team is a trusted ally of the IPC in Penacony, so there's no reason not to welcome you. Besides, if there can be reliable observers from the Astral Express present, discussions will go more smoothly. So, what do you all think?
Well then, we shall oblige.
I'm kind of allergic to those types of situations. I think I'll just head back to my room and start packing.
Not to worry. Himiko and I will take care of things.
I'm afraid I'll also have to return to the Express first.
Thank you. What about you, Will you join Welt and me?
Good guess. Although I'm not too sure of the reason, the representatives from the IPC have insisted on her presence. Allow me to lead the way. Follow me, please. The negotiation will commence at the hotel lobby. Everyone, please, follow me.
Mr. Aventurine and Miss Topaz are here too. Oh, and who is that over there?
The Intelligentsia Guild's Dr. Ratio.
It's been a while, my Astral Express friends. I would also extend my sincere thanks to you, General of the Lunae. The presence of everyone here assures that the talks will likely reach a conclusion that satisfies all sides.
Oh, looks like everyone has come with expectations. Care to share?
Of course. Topaz, if you please.
Sure, leave it to me. In summary, it's good news. After much deliberation from the Strategic Investment Department's Council, the absolute majority of members have agreed to the following resolutions. In light of long-term considerations for interastral peace, and by authority of Pierpoint HQ, the Strategic Investment Department, on behalf of the Interastral Peace Corporation, will permanently relinquish its claim on Penacony sovereignty and offer unconditional support of the family's rebuilding efforts on Penacony.
Now that's something.
If that's what it takes to bring peace to the entire universe, it's a price I'll gladly pay.
Has the IPC finished sharing all its thoughts? Then it's our turn. The Guild, much like the Genius Society, has taken a keen interest in the recent calamity in Penacony. Ultimately, both parties have agreed to a comprehensive collaboration, offering technical support for the reconstruction of Penacony. The floor is yours for the finer points, Mr. Screwlum. Enlighten us, please.
Organic life's unrelenting search to understand the realm of inner spirituality is something I both admire and envy. Inorganic life has no mechanism to evoke dreams. But when my mechanical impulses are activated, my inspiration circuits will start to operate, and I will enter a state defined as imagination. Every time, within the realm of imagination, there emerges a fire from the shadows. It is warm, bright. I frequently ponder this flame might represent the essence of intelligence. A cluster of inspiration ignited by high temperatures. The future direction of the universe may well lie within it. Alas, they are nothing but projections of my thought system to me. Desired, but unattainable. But after learning of Penacony's accomplishments, I have come to realize that the flame is not beyond my grasp. After deliberations with my partners, we have decided to defer the progress of the Simulated Universe project, and instead assist the Intelligentsia Guild as technological consultants in the research of the Dreamscape and Memory Zone, so that these assets may be better used to serve humanity.
Not only that, we've also established contact with the Garden of Recollection through the IPC, and they've pledged their support for our research endeavors. I'm truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony. The cosmos's brightest and, let's admit, dimmer intellects are now at their service.
Agreed. It's hard to imagine members of the Genius Society taking an interest in such mundane research. Never mind. At the end of the day, this is a positive outcome.
No wonder everyone insisted that she be there.
It heartens me to learn that everyone is willing to put aside their differences for Penacony's plight. I trust that everyone will surely reach consensus in the upcoming negotiations. Looks like Penacony's future is decided. I'm wondering, is there anything else the crew is concerned about?
Peace is our greatest wish.
Well, that's good. Now that everyone's minds are at ease.
If that's the case, it appears that we have nothing else to worry about on...
Sounds good to me.
You two head back to the Express first.
Nothing escapes your attention.
You've been with us this whole time, huh? Let's go. Our time on
Penacony's journey ends here.
Well, seems the dust is finally settled, no? Well done, friend.
This is all due to your heroic deeds in Penacony. Everyone's been moved by your integrity and selflessness.
I am truly happy for the Dream Chasers on Penacony. The cosmos's brightest and, let's admit, dimmer intellects are now at their service.
The navigation meeting is about to start. We're all waiting for you. Ahem. Looks like everyone's present. Let the navigation meeting commence then.
This a meeting to decide our next stop? How we doing this? By show of hands,
Hold your horses,
Allow me to explain. Mr. Boothill and Miss Black Swan submitted a request to temporarily travel with the Express for their own personal reasons. As you all may know, the Astral Express never declines any passenger whose heart yearns for the distant stars.
Whoa, the Express is going to be much livelier now. But, Miss Black Swan...
Understood, Miss March. I promise you, you'll never see me in...
Don't! You're freaking me out!
All right, now that everyone's met everyone... Firstly, Pom-Pom wishes to thank everyone. What they had to go through was regrettable, but I reckon they all fulfilled their wishes. And it was thanks to all of you! Thank you, everyone! Now then, we come to the crux of this navigation meeting. We must decide on the Express's next stop. Let me introduce our current options. The first choice is from Himiko, the oceanic planet of Lushaka, a planet composed entirely of water. Many aquatic races reside there. Of course, it's also the home planet of the venerable, nameless Mikhail. The second choice is the agate world Melustanen, suggested by Welt. It's famed as one of the initial sites of the Stellaron disaster, and the place where the beauty Idrilla ascended. Today, it's celebrated as a planet of undying allure. The third choice is Edostar, a planet nestled within a vast ion storm region, currently under assault by the Antimatter Legion. However, the distress signals from there have recently ceased, prompting the IPC's wish for us to check in on the situation. The last choice, courtesy of Black Swan, is the glass belt Petravia, a massive belt of asteroids that was turned to glass by the Lord Ravager Zephyro. These days, it's apparently known to house one of the branches of the Morning Actors Troupe.
Ooh, so many options. I'm seeing stars already.
Next up, everyone will select the destination that they wish to visit.
Though the fact that the distress signals have ceased means we're probably too late. But I still think we should investigate the situation there.
Yes, I agree. As Nameless, should we not extend a helping hand?
You and Dan Heng make good points. I'll throw in a vote for Edostar too.
If that's the general sentiment, then we should indeed investigate. I vote for Edostar too.
All votes for Edostar! Looks like we have a winner! Next stop, Edostar! Then this navigation meeting is adjourned. I'll go check the warp jump coordinates. Everyone can catch up on some rest in the meantime. When it's time to make the jump, Pom-Pom will make an announcement.
There's still some time before the jump. What should I do?
You're fast becoming an excellent trailblazer. It's an honor to be able to watch you grow. Don't downplay your achievements. Everyone has witnessed your growth. I've known many warriors in my time, and only a few achieve the kind of growth you have. Back home, where I'm from, you'd be rated at least an S tier. It's not been easy for you these past few days. You've earned some downtime. I'm looking forward to seeing how you'll perform on our next journey.
Come to think of it, don't worry. We'll have plenty of time to spend together on the Express, so there'll definitely be more chances for adventures. Turn in early today.
Please let this trip be uneventful. Please let this trip be uneventful. Please let this trip be uneventful. What's with you and always copying the way I talk? The last couple of trailblazing expeditions have been downright terrifying. It's about time we had some fun, cozy, and cute adventures for a change. Come on, start praying with me. Please let this trip be uneventful. Please let this trip be uneventful. Please let this trip be uneventful.
This Astral Express sure is comfy. But I got one tiny problem with it. How come there ain't no potent drinks on this ride? I can live without malt juice. But at least stock something else. Like that white gem. Common as dirt and not too pricey. Oh, well, that's, different kind of strong. Ha! All these years out in the wild, and now I'm bunking in luxury. Gotta say, it's quite the treat.
For some reason, I'm suddenly stricken by the feeling that we haven't crossed paths in quite some time. I should have known better than to expect anything serious from you. Got it.
Oh, you're here. How about it? This journey of beautiful dreams. I can feel your obvious excitement. That means your memories will also become even more beautiful. So, how about you hand that small parting gift back to me? Oh? Never mind. I just stumbled upon a particularly fascinating spot in your memory. Before I explain, I would like to apologize to you. This farewell gift I gave you isn't really a compass from the memory zone, but merely an empty light cone. Remember when we entered the hotel in the dreamscape for the first time, and I procured a few trinkets from your companions? Their functions are similar. This way, I can always be attuned to your location, but this is not its most intrinsic function. Light cones are slices of light used to encapsulate solidified phenomena. This empty light cone is the same. It can etch your memories in their most vivid form, and that all the world is born from the power of mind and soul. And that power, life, seemingly vast, offers but a scant collection of impactful memories. Some joyful, some sorrowful, some light, some heavy. But you are different. Memory is a reflection of the future. Within that reflection, I see, and that memory will be as the memories I have of you are not enough for me to, but I can tell you one thing. My favorite, the reason is simple. In this grandiose and ostentatious dream of the families, only you personally experienced the entire course. Patience, my friend. I will reveal the answer to you, but that time is not now. Turn around and take a look at your friends. Every one of them is reveling at the arrival of their next destination, all filled with hopes and expectations. I'm looking for an opportune time. How about one fine night? I will prepare the
Hi! The Express is about to make the jump!
It looks like we're... that's right. As a small token of life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our sole companions. You'll remember these words. In the year 2158 of the Amber Era, the first year of the new epoch, the universe resumed its intended trajectory. The kindling of conspiracy smoldered in Penacony, the land of the dreams. Failing to erupt into a blaze, it instead flickered briefly on Klapoth's anvil, before vanishing in the blink of an eye. The dead and those fated to die remain in their eternal slumber, while the living find solace in deep sleep. All clamored in a cacophony of silence, and then went about their own ways. The cosmos emanated a vitality characteristic of a new era, all for the modest price of a brother and sister's mild grief. Babies are born as stars extinguish. The silver rail unfolds. The story of the Astral Express comes to a close, yet it also embarks anew. Time marches forward, heralding the arrival of a new chapter in the history of trailblazing expeditions. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. You're feeling it's time to tell you a little bedtime story. Well, let's start with a conclusion. The crew was defeated in the battle against Sunday. Everyone in Penacony failed, and no one survived. But don't panic. The truth. Next, I'll use this empty light cone that carries all your memories to relive everything. There's a major flaw in the story you have experienced. Yet, within that flaw lies a glimmer of hope. Are you ready for it? Do you remember everything? When the clock turned back, the Express started a warp jump, sending you to a strange dream. You were bewildered back then. When you arrived at the Reverie Hotel, you met the doorman Misha and had a confrontation with a Venturine. After that, you saved Firefly and explored Penacony together. During the tour, you ran into Sparkle disguised as Sampo and accidentally entered a child's dream. There, I rescued both of you from death, but Firefly didn't return to reality. She realized the truth and tried to involve you in her plan, but that resulted in an accidental death. Even more unsettling, you soon encountered another murder, The 2 cases of death prompted you to invest. Meanwhile, Aventurine was secretly carrying out his scheme, in which you were one of the... That strike foiled Aventurine's plan and opened a passage between the Sweet Dream and the original memory zone. Upon your arrival, you split up with Sunday and Robin, looking for a way to seal the Stellaron. Finally, the story reached its conclusion. You emerged victorious, with the Trailblaze triumphing over the Order, and Penacony embracing a bright and peaceful future. This marks the end of the thrilling journey in Penacony. The major flaw, which contradicts all the known information, hides in this story. Sparkle. Yes, Sparkle. The most enigmatic and elusive character in the entire story. But, unfortunately, she was the first to uncover the truth, and she did purposefully attack you to create confusion. By the way, she left me a message to pass on to you. Always make sure you can distinguish reality from imagination. Is that a clue, you may wonder? I'm not sure, although I'm pretty sure that the fatal variable has nothing to do with that masked fool. Are you suggesting that the sleeping and shapeless never bestows? That's a very astute guess. But unfortunately, Acheron did progress further down the path of... I'll discard that incorrect answer for you. It is true that Gallagher is a history fictionologist, but he didn't lie in this matter. In addition, death and dormancy do arise from the same concept, don't they? This is not the fatal variable. Well, although the fake deaths of those 2 ladies don't align with our initial assumptions, I'll go ahead and eliminate... Little Misha. He's only a segment of memory in a dream bubble, while Misha is a rather special memory zone meme, and he was granted power by the Trailblaze. There's still one thing that he shouldn't be able to do. A life born in the memory zone could never manifest in reality. So, why did he appear in the Reverie Hotel in reality? The answer is simple. He is the one fatal variable that contradicts all our known information. This means that you, who wholeheartedly believe in this memory, are still trapped in the dreamscape at this very moment. Wake up, sleepyhead. Break free from this eternal dream and return to the real world. We'll find our answer.
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2...
This way, darling.
Water heeds the club.
Thank you so much, Black Swan.
Finally, I can breathe a...
I understand you must be confused, and will do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended...
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. They used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality. And that included a lot of memoria from the Beyond the Sky Choir. As time came and went, the dreams eventually became indistinguishable from reality, and reality became an illusion. People think they are awake.
This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Pentecost. If it wasn't for Acheron's plan,
Fortunately, while the path of the Order governs all things, it can't affect the Nihility. I came to
This is also why you felt a sense of peculiarity when traveling with her. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. However, thanks to your memory...
For mortals, even if they possess the great power of a path, they can't create a flawless world like gods do. That's why there was a flaw in your dream. In other words, once you have realized the world is not real, you'll have a chance to break free from the dream.
The flaw in your dream lies within Misha, who could have never appeared in reality. When I turned the pages of your memories,
now Sunday has usurped the power of the Harmonious Choir through the Charmony Festival. Asdana has thus fallen into Enna's dream, transforming everyone equally into the notes of the Aeon. Failure doesn't mean weakness. Only the strong can gather the will to resist the Order. We still have a chance, though. To make it happen.
All right, please come with me.
These people are... They're the ones who accept Enna's dream and indulge in their happy illusions. We have no means to wake them up now. Not even your clockwork will do the trick. However, there are still other things we can...
Eternal.
Let's improvise.
Every petal in... All will be swept away by the wind.
Still the same old.
The strength. The heavens surge. Rise! Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
There's more to life.
The heavens surge. Break!
Step up, let's see ya!
Dreams do come true.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
I sent a storm. The consequences are mine to bear. Water heeds the cloud song. Water heeds the cloud song.
Here we are.
Water heeds the cloud song.
It's...
Finally, you've arrived.
Let me introduce you to Robin. She woke up from Anna's dream by her own will, and it's this tough lady who led us here with her...
I woke up for the same reason as all of you. In the dream, I experienced something that could never occur in reality.
Are we going to lock it up in a cage?
Without us, this bird would be too fragile to survive.
No, but...
Then let's take care of it together until it can return to the sky.
Huh?
Birds have wings because they're meant to fly. Birds belong to...
The illusion was so impossibly blissful that I realized it was just a dream, and this is our final hope. Anna's dream is founded upon the harmonious choir, namely everyone's shared wishes. At present, it has become impervious due to people's desire to remain slumbering within the dream. We must make everyone in Penacony want to wake up.
Now comes the tricky part. How do we do it? You want to go back? Unfortunately, human consciousness always gravitates toward reality. Humans yearning for sweet illusions borders on obsession. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where she was completely unguarded, guiding her to However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination, that...
Indeed. I'm afraid it's almost as difficult as resurrecting an eon.
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is a critical moment for the whole universe. Who cares about some dumb number?
Thanks to Black Swan.
You're welcome. And thanks to the memo keepers in Penacony.
This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection.
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of...
If breaking through from the inside proves challenging, we can seek assistance from the outside. Asdana is a galaxy known for its abundant memoria, and the remarkable phenomenon known as synesthesia dreamscape. At this very moment, there is only one dream encompassing the entire Asdana system.
So, you mean... if we can attract a large number of outsiders to this system, their free will would intertwine with this dream and shake it to its core.
However, those outsiders might also succumb to the dream and become the foundation of the...
Looks like the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath will be the only solution.
No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Xian-Zhou Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? That's easy. Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers.
You can gather Galaxy Rangers?
Outsiders may see Galaxy Rangers. Do you know what it is, Acheron?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger, because it's a burial artifact, worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its light illuminates the universe, it means the fall of a hero, and in the direction it falls, countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are galaxy rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose, without questioning the cause or counting the cost, because we abide by a common principle. The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night, and with them comes the dawn. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors, and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark.
Once the dreamscape is swayed, I'll complete the second step. I'll fine-tune the slumbering souls with the Song of the Harmony, interrupting them with the discord of Trailblaze, and guiding them towards reality. It's true that some people are born strong, and others are born weak. If the Trailblaze is the target of heroes, then the Harmony will guarantee that the strong help the weak. Only the people of Penacony themselves can be the saviors of their homeland. Their path of happiness should be forged by themselves. This includes my brother as well. And his dream is too cruel for him and everyone else.
Your plan sounds well conceived, but still, it appears somewhat idealistic and romantic.
I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical aspect of this plan is not to convince everyone to choose the right path, but to inspire them to save themselves.
So, you're the key in the end, I assume?
The Harmonious Choir possesses the power of an emanator. To overcome it, you'll need the same level of power. The final step in destroying the sweet dream will be my responsibility.
That's a relief to hear.
Now that our roles are assigned, let's get to our battlefields and pose a grand...
May I have a moment alone with you? There's one more thing I need to explain to you. This grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the ultimate stage of our journey, just as it marked the beginning of all the stories in Penacony. Indeed, she was the first to discover the world beyond the shores of death, and shared this truth with all of us. There's something you should know. We were able to locate you within this boundless dream, and find the key to breaking free from the dream, all because of one person's unwavering dedication. Firefly. She awakened from the dream ahead of others, discovered the Express amidst the stars, and brought us valuable information about the remnants of the Order. She may have been aided by the script, and it came at a cost. As you know, Firefly is a stowaway who entered the dreamscape in a different way from ours. Without the dream pool in the hotel or assistance from the family, she can only awaken from this dream in one way: a real death. We mustn't fail her determination. I'm not implying that we must win this fight no matter what, but our resolve should match that of that courageous lady. Are you ready? That's all right. Take your time to contemplate the... Are you ready? Very well.
How long has this reign been ongoing?
If I remember correctly, it has lasted for decades, or even centuries. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. But thankfully, we've guided those lost souls to their lives beyond. You see, the shadows on the sea have vanished.
But it's still raining.
I know.
So, why did this rain choose me?
Because someone's mortals who walk the paths are like sailors, and for some, their presence sin-thirsters. The obsessions of the past, they emerge from the nihility, and they have journeyed with me.
Oh, so this is... I'm already dead.
Yes.
Are you watching over me?
This is my duty. As Acheron, the Watcher. I'm guarding the path to the abyss of the nihility, guiding every soul reluctant to become one with it. Back to this side.
But if this is what the departed ones expected, should you try to change it?
I don't know. But someone once told someone would stand at his grave and place a bouquet of flowers.
Even if it doesn't make sense?
Some tasks have to be done. Please extend your hand. I'll carry your wish with me and fulfill it.
Will I ever see them again?
Yes, that is certain, because it was you who told me about the Express, your two former companions. The expedition cut short by the swarm, your narrow escape from death, and your encounter with the Galaxy Rangers and Penacony, the hometown to which you could never return.
Yeah. For countless times, I got rejected by the family and had to pass it by. But I knew that my companion, Mikhail... Are you still there?
Take my hand. You'll embark on a long... That's the color.
Thank you.
May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. Welcome to the horizon of existence. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging to the sleeping and shapeless. And it's also an exit out of the nihility for the awake ones. Let's bid our final farewells here.
Please stay tuned.
Always distinguish between reality and imagination. All right, Gray.
Life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our soul.
May your schemes be forever concealed.
Anna's dream is too cruel for him and everyone else.
To the imperfect tomorrow.
I still remember the question on the invitation letter. Why?
Why does life slumber? Or perhaps such is the answer itself. Leave this place. Return to where you belong. As I said, our plan is not about convincing everyone. The answer is when they are in desperate situations, like a drowning individual in the deep sea. When one's body and the fragility of humankind often freezes them in their tracks, it's through this inherent, self-centered. As for now, it is time to guide them in this way. The rain is intensifying. Before we part ways, please allow me to ask a few final questions. So far, you have forged Might I ask if you fear severing these bonds with your own hands? If there is a vast, lifelike dreamland that is virtually indistinguishable from reality, a realm without death, where everyone can attain the happiness and fulfillment they deserve, living blissfully ever, I would ask, would you wish to stay? Imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, everyone, and every face they remember. The joy and the heartaches, the vows sealed. I would ask, would you still embark on this journey? I'm glad. The answer itself doesn't matter. Listen, touch, and ponder. And therein lies the sensation. Cherish it, because that's what makes us. If the nihility represents the primal fear of life, rendering any lofty convictions insignificant under their imposing shadow, then behind this shadow, there must exist the most fervent source of light in the world. Just as every life that edges closer to death fervently approaches the end of the nihility, we must pursue that primordial light.
Now come to think that you exist, that such a task is up.
Nevertheless, someone had to do it, even if it's a meaningless task.
Even if the future...
It may not belong to me, but it...
In that case, please, tell me your name. Perhaps my existence, what I believe, and this universe.
For me, some things are difficult. Such is memory. I remember that marks the start of my... That's my name. Raiden Bozen Mori May. The Golden Dream is getting restless. In the coming long nights, I'm afraid you will face many setbacks and witness many tragedies. And in the end, you will only see in black and white. But please believe me, that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice,